Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Leo. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. And Leo, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. Let's see. Oh, the deck split. The deck's been splitting. I think it's the quality of the paper that kind of accentuates that, but we're looking at the Eight of Gifts, or the Eight of Pentacles, which is working on the details and being busy and doing what needs to be done. And then we have the Magician, and this is where we take an initiative. We want to step forward. We want to create something. We want to make that what it is that we want come into reality. Now, when I was cleaning the deck, I saw this same Magician card with the Three of Swords. And I was thinking that the Magician, again, it's that initiative to step forward. And then the Three of Swords is wanting to heal something from the past and take responsibility for your portion, or somebody wants to take responsibility for their portion. Sorry, Leo, my throat is a little bit tender, so been fighting off a cold. I think in January I had a bit of a cold and just got over it and feeling like fighting with it again for February. But let's see how we fare. I will get a cup of tea. Maybe not for your read, because I had see, the deck is split here on the Chariot, and then on the Child, which is the Fool, and then on the Four of Candles, which is the Four of Wands. So as you can see, I'm using the Yuletide Tarot, and here we want to change. We want to, we have three high arcana here. So we have the Hermit, the Empress, and the Chariot. So Spirit is guiding us to go where we know we can be secure and safe, and we're following our light. We're following that sense of knowing where to go, and we're doing it with it's a lot of patience here. Again, we see the Empress, she represents patience. The Hermit represents patience, and so does the Queen of Swords represent patience. So we're knowing that we need to be patient for changes that we're waiting for, and it is in the right time it is going to come. So we're looking for spring. If it is that you're feeling like things are not changing, or you want things to change, you won't feel the actual change. Well, I shouldn't say that, because we're not all going through the same timeline. But for some of us, it won't come before the springtime. And then for others, it is already happening, and we're moving on that change. So it really depends on information that you know, or you have, or you're seeking out, or you're waiting for. Because here we have, we're looking for the information. We want to meet with someone on the same level, and we're having that patience to have that information. And again, that is where the change will come in. Leo, it's a lot of information coming out. Here we have that the instinct of something good coming, that taking initiative, wanting something to start, or waiting for something to come. And then we see that our future is wide open because we have choices. Again, it's all relating to the patience, the timing, and having that wisdom, that understanding that things will change. being that we know that things will change, and we're waiting for things to change, and we understand that it is going to change our future, we will find that happiness in the Eight of Cups, because we're looking for that something more, that wanting to have that sense of stability, that sense of love and affection, and we're rising above and knowing ourselves a little better, and knowing the next person a little better, and having the courage to face that within ourselves and the next person, that we are either ready for the relationship, or we are making the steps to go forward and get into a relationship, or we're just relating better with how we feel about certain situations or certain people. Again, it is the courage card, that strength card. A lot of high arcana we see with the Empress, the Hermit, and the Chariot coming in with the courage, the strength card. So it's a lot of guidance that's happening from Spirit's side to help you, guide you to where it is you want to go, especially with the Chariot. Leo, it's a lot going on there for February. Again, this is for the February 2025, and again the deck is splitting on change, and the Ten of Wands saying that things need to change. You need to put down the burden, Leo. You're working overtime. You're doing all the work. You need to let someone else take on their portion. With the Knight of Candles, it is the Knight of Wands. So wanting to start afresh, seeing change coming and wanting to start afresh is a good thing, but you need to slow down and put your mind to rest, and take a break, a physical break. You need to sleep a little more, maybe. Not getting enough sleep because you're working too hard. Okay, so we just do one last shuffle and then we cut. Again, I'm using a 5-card spread. Oh, we have the Krampus. So, overindulgence. Again, it is seeing that you're overdoing something, or you feeling like you're not getting what you want, it's not enough, you're not being able to give enough. Someone is overdoing that, overindulgence. Maybe he's drinking too much. Maybe you need to take a break. Again, it's 10 of good cheer. So the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Cups is, yeah, a little too much. You need to put something to an end. Again, take a break. Again, the deck keeps splitting on the Krampus again with the Ace of Cups. So knowing that you can overcome, being open to being loved, if it is that you're feeling that you've been cut off, or you want to cut off, or you want to have a relationship, a loving relationship, just know that if you open yourself to having that, it will come. Okay, so this is the last shuffle. The cards weren't going in, that's why I had to cut. And we'll do one cut here. We're using that 5-card spread. I take the cards random. Again, it's starting with the past. I just want to see how they lay. This deck is always in the way. Just put it over here. Okay, so we have what would be the past for you? Could be last month, 2 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, or more, depending on how comfy you feel. But this is the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Gifts in this deck. And here we have had a new beginning, and some things started, and it could have gone to stalemate, as in a false start, or something just started up and you're working with that new beginning. Because it could be for a home, it could be that you had a home or you lost your home. I mean, it is an ace, so it is all in potential, the philanthropy. It is being able to provide a home, or wanting to provide a home, or wanting to share in a home. Again, it is being able to take action on opening up and having what you want, or taking action and sharing what you have with another. But the idea is there that it is potential. So in the past, there was a potential relationship. There was a potential, there was possibility, because that's what the aces represent. It was a possibility of having a home, or sharing, or opening up to having a home. And then something didn't connect, or something created a delay. It was taken, or it was delayed. And we'll see. Well, we won't take cards to go into why, but you just have to put it to your situation as to what started. It stuck. It didn't finish. Got stuck somewhere. Then we go from the 1 to the 2. No, sorry, the 1 to the 9. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the 9 of Wands. So a new beginning in healing is where we're looking forward to, because this is what the potential is. There is potential that something will heal, and we take that step to stand up for that healing, or that last stand, taking that last chance, having a last chance, having the hope in a last chance, and taking the potential to build on something. The aim is in having this potential. It's not necessarily achieving the goal, but wanting to know that it is still available. So something that you wanted didn't happen, but you're wanting to know that it's still there, and you're willing to take a chance on reaching out for that possibility of having another chance with another person, or another project, or same project, because now we have a repeat here. We see it's the same background, so it's as if it's coming around again. This could be for actual sorry, I'm losing my words. The potential for having something and then actually moving on it. That Knight of Gifts is creating a plan to have this home. You see, it's the same idea. It's the same idea. This is a Page of Gifts. I'm saying it's an ace, but it's a Page of Gifts. I thought it was the ace. I'm so sorry, Leo. Not seeing, not seeing clearly. Not sure why. And then we have the Knight. So we're going from the Page to the Knight. So we're stepping up, but it's the same plan. We're doing that full circle. We're coming back to what we wanted from the Page, but now we're taking action on it. So the plan was to focus and set that focus in potential, that potential of having something, or having a home, or sharing a home with someone, and then healing, and then coming right back to the same position. We want to, but this time we want to take action on it, because here we're focused, we're thinking about it, we're working it out on paper, but here we're actually moving on it. We're taking the steps to approach the person, or create the plan and put it into action. The end of the month of February, again, we're looking at, I see the trees here. You see, this is the stability that we have in this deck. It is these trees are the evergreens, so they're very hardy, and they stand out in the winter. They don't really, they become a little hidden in the summer months, simply because of all of the other trees, and in the fall they start to stand out because they don't change color. But the fact that we see them here brings that sense of stability. Even though this is the cups, we're looking at having that emotional connection, or we're putting an end to. But this doesn't mean it's a negative. The Ten of Cups is very, very emotional and very fulfilling, and having that satisfaction of achieving the goal of having that love. Now, we did see the Ace of Cups with the Krampus, so again, it is having that sense of indulgence and overindulgence, and we're tempering that because we're looking for the satisfaction, we're looking for that fulfillment, for that completion. We're able to put it aside, we're able to come to the end of a situation and be satisfied with it. Okay, I keep moving this deck. So, and the Krampus comes back. So here we have the past, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then this is like the overall to the month of February. And the Krampus coming back, seeing that there is that sense of fear, facing the fear, or having that sense of overindulgence and wanting to put an end to it. And again, it is knowing what, or having to look within and see that what we don't want to see. Being that we want something in particular, and we want to do whatever it takes to get it, but we need to understand that some things, you know, the addiction there, some things we want it because we can't have it. For some, I mean, that's a far-fetched sense of this card here, but it is about being in control, or being controlled. Now, that in itself is where you come to realize who is in control. Is it that you are afraid of taking control, putting things in order that you must accept and move on, or you don't want to see someone go, you don't want to end, you want it to keep going, you just want it to keep going, but you can't have it. You see, you want something, and it is in the longing for it. You don't really reach out for it, you just imagine having it, and you're stuck in the imagination of that wanting something. Then we need to make a choice. This is where the addictions come in. Again, it is a sense of healing when we see the Nine of Wands, and could be that we're healing a sense of control that we thought we had, or we were overindulgent in, and now we're waking up to that fact. And this is coming toward the end of February, because we're making a decision. And see, here we have the King of Cups. So again, the overindulgence with the cups. We had the Ace of Cups, then we have Ten of Cups, now we have the King of Cups. So could be very selfish, could be very self-centered, could be, again, wanting something that just, you know, you can't have it, but it is in the wanting it that you stay stuck. You don't really make the attempt to reach out for it, saying I want a home, and then not moving on, getting one, but constantly telling people you know that I really want to get home, I'm working hard to get home, but then you're not really putting any money aside, you're just saying that. You see, that's what I'm picking up with this Devil card here, where it is the overindulgence is in the imagination, the imagery, and then we have making that decision to live in illusion, you see, or making that decision to stop the illusion. I mean, it really depends on the situation. It is one or the other. Either you want to continue with something that isn't real, it is just your imagination, or you want to put an end to that and have the happiness and reach for it and be satisfied and really change the plans and set out for what would be a brighter future. See, we have the Three of Gifts here and being recognized for making those plans and acting on them, because in the middle of the month, that is what you will do. You want to act on the plans that you've made and the changes that you've made, and this deck splits on the Fool. So it's showing here that you really want to take initiative and you have that hope in something good will come, and you want to see the doors open before you so that your future, I was just thinking about this card here, that your future is wide open and you have a future to look forward to, because you do. Again, the sense and sensibility, the stability in these trees showing here is what the foundation is built on. And if you notice, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it would act as the Four of Wands, where there's a foundation for a deep sense of relationship, to the point where it is overindulgence, or it is having that fear to step forward into a true relationship. And again, the deck splits open with the Fool. So having that new beginning and putting an end to something and wanting, again, we have the tree showing up here, which is a symbol of hope and that desire to step forward and take action on what it is that you really want, the plans that you've made for a new beginning with someone. Again, I'm ready to skip and go right to the Oracle card. I'm sorry, Leo. Seems to be the energy is pushing me faster than I can actually go. It makes me laugh, but it's not funny, and I do apologize, because it takes away from the elaboration, and I look forward to looking in a little further into the cards. So we have the Six of Swords here. So here again, it is wanting to have that sense of healing and relaxation, and putting the mind at ease, to rest, and knowing that there's a plan for stability and that it will come. It will bring you to that place of peace. And then we have Eight of Wands. So really being able to manifest what we want and take the steps to move forward, because we want a journey, whether it is a physical journey or spiritual or mental or emotional. Only you will know. But here we see movement on physical and spiritual. So it could be that with this healing, you want to move to a place, or you want to visit a place where you can heal. And some of us actually do need to do that. And in other cases, it is really just in the mind, where you work things out and you become stronger in your will to fight off any overindulgence, or to really put your plans in order, because this becomes the 9 again, the 9 and the 9. So it's repeating. It's a cycle you've gone through, and it's a cycle that you're going to repeat, but this time you're going to take action, because here you become masterful. Here you become very secure in what you know how to do. And this is where the healing comes in, because you're going to take charge, you're going to step forward, and you're going to act on the plan that you really want to be successful in, whether it is getting a home, or starting a business, or getting into a relationship, or putting an end to addictions of some sort. Then we have our Knight of Gifts. We open up that to see that there's the Four of Swords. So again, it is putting the mind at rest. Now, I always bring in the air signs when it comes to this, but because there's no figures in these cards that we're looking at here. I mean, there's figures here, but this is you moving on, and or someone moving on. But again, it's all about you, Leo. So the healing is that you're moving away from someone, for some of you. For others, it is you yourself just going deeper within and reckoning with whatever it is that you're suffering with mentally. You're helping yourself. Here we see again this one figure with no figures here, so that you're thinking about what it is you really want to do by the middle of the month. You're going to take steps. You're clearing your mind, and you're putting yourself to an ease, or you're putting things at ease so that you can open up and share with another. Remember, we got the Ace of Cups toward the beginning of the read, and we have at the bottom a choice to be made. So you're really deciding, you're taking the time to decide where your real happiness or true happiness lies, and you're thinking about it in a way that you want to bring balance to a relationship. Because again, we have the 4 wands here, and then we have the 4 trees to show that there is a relationship that you want to work through. You want to heal that relationship. You're going to be talking to the person, or you're going to be thinking about what you want to say to that person. Then we have the 10 of gifts, so this would be our 10 of Pentacles. So it could be that you're thinking about getting married, or you want to try that again because you've done it before. This is a repeat. Things didn't work out the first time, or you've gone through a cycle and you want to do that cycle again, not particularly with the same person. Could be with someone new, could be a whole new relationship, and it is that you just want to be married. You want to settle down. You've decided that you need to make that choice to settle down. Again, it is not just marriage, but again, we're looking at the sense and sensibility, the stability, the wanting of a home, the wanting to be in a relationship, starting up a business, on the sense of I want to make that change mean something. Again, it is legacy. It is thinking about putting plans in action so you can have a legacy. It's quite interesting, your read this month for February, Leo. Let me see for the 10 of Cups, because again, the happiness here, we have the 10 of Cups, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So it's bringing that sense of joy and happiness and family, and really being in love with the person. You really want to either find, or you have someone in mind, and you want to put that test. You want to put it to the test, whether this relationship can go to marriage or not. But here we'll open up this, because this can go in a few directions, where I said it is facing your fear, it is becoming indulgent, overindulgent, recognizing that, or it is being in control, or taking control, or relinquishing control of someone else. See, we have for the 10 of Cups, we're opening that up to show the Magician. So again, coming back to the beginning of the shuffle, where we saw this card, if I'm not mistaken, the initiative, wanting to take that initiative, and knowing what you want, and really putting the manifestation out there, saying it, saying the words, voicing the words, and really putting it out there to the universe what you want, because you're looking for your happiness. At least by the end of the month, you're coming into manifesting it, or at least attempting to, because you're taking steps. You've gone through the thought process, and now you're taking action on what you thought, which is that commitment. So again, it comes back to knowing your own weaknesses, coming to terms with them, really looking into bad habits, making change, setting yourself up for stability, to make an offer or receive an offer. You're clearing the path, in other words, to to have a true commitment, and you're manifesting that is what you want. You really want to be in a happy place with a particular person. If you don't have a particular person, you want to call in that possibility of having a relationship. Your commitment is there. For those of you who do have someone in mind, you are committed, and you're really putting it out there to be in that commitment. And for those of you who don't have a particular person, you're calling it in. And this is where at the end of the month of February, that is what will change. And there it is, the World. So what you deserve, this is where the fear comes in. You're breaking up the old habits, you're putting things in order, you have a plan to heal and take steps to find your happiness and be with a particular person, or at least open the door to have, and you will receive. But you must be patient, because it's not just going to come like that. You have to be patient. Leo, it's like you have everything lined up. And once you face that fear, take it as it resonates. If it's fears that you're working on, and you're trying to break habits, or you're putting away addictions, you're really cutting out for New Year resolution, you're saying to yourself, I don't want to do this anymore. If you're drinking too much, or you're smoking too much, whatever the case is, you're working on that, and you will succeed. But you must give yourself that space and time, and to be successful, you have to change your mindset. You have to change the way you think in order to be successful in breaking your bad habits, because you're making the choice to do so. You're making the choice to stop drinking, or you're making the choice to open up to having that happiness. Someone that you're thinking about, that you're very devoted to, and you don't want to approach them, or you're fearful of approaching them, or there's addictions that come with this person for some of you, because it's the King of Cups. And when I see addictions and the King of Cups, it's usually a drinking problem. But that in itself is where things will start to clean up, because there's a commitment involved. Let's take an oracle message to see what advice Spirit is going to offer for you, Leo, if it is about bad habits, or really just wanting to settle down and really come to that commitment and bring that manifestation into reality. Thank you, Spirit. It's a beautiful reading for you for February. Patience, Leo. Patience is the key here. What is the oracle message for Leo for February 2025? Well, look at that. I got it again. The snow. This is, and you saw me shuffle. This is the same card from Taurus read. The snow card. Again, it is pureness, that energy of wisdom and blessings and real magic in snow itself. There is beauty in the divine that settles on thy flesh, a magical enchantment bestowed in purity. Again, the pureness, that sense of being blessed, that sense of taking it easy and slowly and being patient, like the winter. It is fresh and pure and white, and the stillness in that sense of seeing when snow falls, when it comes straight down in little flakes. It's very tender, it's very gentle, and that is what you need to do in order to overcome the fear, the addiction, the overindulgence, whatever it is that is too much of. It is with a gentleness and a very nurturing, loving, soft approach is how you will overcome. That is what this message is, and it is really dealing with the devil here. The only way you can overcome the addiction is to heal it with tenderness, gently, and that is where the wisdom here, to take action, knowing your stuff, knowing what you're made of, knowing what it's going to take in order to heal, really thinking about what needs to be done will bring in that success and that ability to have that happiness that you're aiming for, that marriage, if it is you want to propose or if you want to get a proposal, it is going to come, but you have to approach it gently with patience. And again, it's hangman here, so it's a change of perspective. And then the perseverance, just it echoes into being patient and not giving up. Stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely, for thy for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thee, turn to the spirits within thee. You see? Stay in thy power. You know what you want. You have a plan. You have a plan, and you know what to do about it, and you want to heal, and that is everything. Starting off February with you know what you want. You're thinking about how to go about getting it, and you have a plan to execute it, and it will bring you to a success. You are committed, so stay in that power of commitment, because that is what will save you. Your choice to be committed is the first and most powerful step, because when the magician, as we saw, I don't know where we saw it now. I think I mixed up the cards. No, it's here, right here. That magician, see, taking the initiative, those steps to bring in the happiness and be committed. That's where your power is. So stay in that. Don't falter. For thy lonely is never alone. See, you're thinking you're by yourself, but Spirit is guiding you. And there's that gentleness coming from above, all around you, this winter. Let the cold, let the winter, let the snow reflect that Spirit is guiding you and protecting you and helping you and giving you that strength to change and be successful, because that's what this is. And the World card is you're going to be successful, but you must be patient. When the world is dreadful upon thee, turn to the spirits within thee, and that is where Spirit is going to help you. Leo, don't give up, persevere, and move with a gentle touch, a gentle word. On that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Leo, love and light.